Hello everyone, welcome to Rokani Football Podcast. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? Today we are into the predicted Arsenal starting 11 versus the side which goes by names of Manchester United. Remember, this game is happening at Old Trafford tomorrow at 23 hours in there. That's when the game is happening. And when you look at the two teams, Arsenal looks like in the last 10 they've won 7. They've drawn 2 and lost 1, and that loss is to a team which goes by names of Liverpool. And Manchester United, in the last 10, they've lost, I think, 7. They've won 1 and drawn 2. The last win being that of Fulham Hotspur. They've lost to Watford. They've lost to Leicester City. Manchester United has lost to Liverpool. They've lost to Aston Villa. They've drawn with Everton. So the last 10 games of Manchester United are really bad, and it's really a bad record, and that's why you see Arsenal is placed 5th onto the table, 5 points ahead of Manchester United in there, and Arteta will be looking to come out and really extend this gap between Manchester United and Arsenal in there. So this is the Rokani Football Podcast. It's the predicted Arsenal lineup versus a side which goes by names of Manchester United. That game is happening tomorrow at Old Trafford in there. Let's start off with this lineup in there as we bring you the system that Arteta is expected to play. That is a 4-2-3-1. That is the system. Most people call it a 4-4-2, but all the systems you see in the game of football were improved 4-4-2. Yeah, they're improved 4-4-2 because when you look at the 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, they just push out 1, 2, and they put them forward, and then 1 is given to the line in there to make a 4-2-3-1 in there for you. But in the 4-4-2, they had 2 wingers and 2 midfielders, a CDM and a central attack midfielder, a number 6 and a number 8 in there, with 2 forwards, that is a number 10 and a number 9. So, but it's now an improved system, a 4-2-3-1 in there. That is what Arteta fancies most. You go to the goalkeeper of Arsenal, there is no doubt on the goalkeeper of Arsenal. Of course, we all know that he came in this summer and he has consolidated. He came in this summer and he has conquered. That is none other than Aaron Ramsdale, and Bernard Leno has no reason to be even put in the equation because Aaron Ramsdale has made very many saves for a team which goes by names of Arsenal. So we expect him to start for a team which goes by names of Arsenal as they talk on the side which goes by names of Manchester United. He made a couple of saves in the game of Newcastle in there and the game of Liverpool. So he is really a very good goalkeeper in there, making him kept close to 8-9 clean sheets. We go to the right back of Arsenal, Tomiyasu Tokahiro. He's really doing great, and during the weekend he really did something great. He went ahead to loop that ball to Gabriel Martinelli and scored a thriller in there. It was really a very nice goal, magnificent I can call it. That is, Gabriel Martinelli scored a very good goal against a side which goes by names of Newcastle to make it 2 and take off the pressure from a team which goes by names of Arsenal in a game that looked Arsenal didn't create very many chances. Aubameyang missing a very, it was a net to beat, and instead of putting it at the back of the net, he hit the post in there. So that is Tomiyasu in there for you. He's going to be the right back of a team which goes by names of Arsenal when they're playing Manchester United. No doubt, unless he gets an injury for that, nothing will change. No change expected into that. We go to the left back. He's none other than Nuno Tavares, by the way. And I really had an argument with Arsenal fans when Nuno Tavares was skinned by Liverpool and he did a very big howler that resulted into a Diego Jota second goal against a side which goes by names of Liverpool. People came out and criticized him, and I told them, no guys, no reason to criticize him. These mistakes have been done by very many players, even the players that have left that level of being junior players and turning into senior players. They've done these howlers, they've done these mistakes. So I told people the only way to increase the confidence of Nuno Tavares, Arteta has to give him a game of Newcastle, and exactly that's what Arteta did. And if at all Arteta never did that, his confidence would have fallen down because he would have been judged that he had been playing very well and his development might have been stalled in there. So I feel like Arteta did a very good thing, and I think having given him a game of Newcastle, there is no way Kian Tierney is coming into the starting lineup of a team which goes by names of Arsenal, and I think Nuno Tavares is coming into that equation to play as the left back for Arsenal when they are taking on Manchester United. He's even responsible for an assist of Bukayo Saka's goal against Newcastle, the opening goal that they scored in there. Bukayo Saka, it was a very good interplay between Bukayo Saka, Emily Smith Rowe and Nuno Tavares, and Nuno Tavares just had an assist. Going forward is brilliant, but defensively is not that okay. But I think Arteta is really going to go with him again into this game of Manchester United versus Arsenal as the left back. We go to the central defenders of Arsenal. Obvious, that partnership is known. We know that the central defensive partnership of Arsenal has been really doing wonders to a team which goes by names of Arsenal and its manager who goes by the names of Mikel Arteta. That is Ben White and Gabriel. Their partnership has been really great. Ever since Gabriel Magalhaes returned and Ben White returned from COVID, oh my God. The only humiliation they've gotten is between Liverpool and a team which goes by names of, which other team has beaten them? I think only Liverpool has given them a 5, and they were supposed to lose against Liverpool, though it really was beyond redemption, that beating in there, because if at all it was not Aaron Ramsdale in goal, those goals would have gone even to 8, because he did double saves, he did single saves, he saved goals that you expected they were supposed to be going inside immediately. But all in all, that partnership is doing great for a manager who goes by the names of Mikel Arteta, and I feel like he is not ready to change it, and we wait to see them go face the task of Manchester United, likes of Ronaldo, Sancho, Rashford, Anton Martial in there. With Bruno Fernandes, we expect that defense to react accordingly in there, as it has always. We go to the double midfield pivot. Remember, Arsenal is playing with a system of 4-2-3-1. That means they must be having a double midfield pivot in there. So that double midfield pivot has one of the first players who goes by the name of Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is really doing great in Arsenal these days, and I think him playing alongside Lokonga has become a norm, because Granit Xhaka is not really doing great, and Elneny has not yet pushed himself to a level of forcing the manager who goes by the name of Mikel Arteta to think about him into this game. Though I saw he was brought on in the game of Newcastle. I think when it was 2-0, he was brought onto the pitch, and I know he's really good at passing, but I think Lokonga and Thomas Partey are really doing great in there for a team which goes by names of Arsenal. And the only way this is supposed to change when a man who goes by names of Granit Xhaka returns back from injury, but I think he's back onto the grass, and you never know, next weekend after United this game, he might really be featuring into that lineup of Arsenal in there, and I think it will be Thomas Partey to be given a rest. And by the way, Arsenal will miss so much of Granit Xhaka, especially in these big games, because Lokonga has been bossed around, and wait to see whether Lokonga will come in and boss United in there, because even Arsenal does not have a serious CDM that we're really going to talk about. Now wait and see. United, that has a CDM who is 33 years old, will he be featured into this game because he played 90 minutes against Chelsea? So wait and see what Michael Carrick is going to do. Which midfield is going to face Lokonga and Thomas Partey? That's what we wait for to see here onto the Rokani Football Podcast. In there, smash the like button, comment and share. Go into the comment section and tell me what you think. Those are the first 7 players that we think Arteta is going to field as they play a side which goes by the names of, as Arsenal plays a side which goes by names of Manchester United at Old Trafford. So you can as well go into the comment section and tell me what you think about this team that I really feel like Arteta should field on the field of play as they take on a side which goes by the names of Manchester United. We go to a central attacking midfielder in there, and he goes by names of Alexandre Lacazette. As the season started, it was Odegaard who was playing that position, but because he failed really to raise his performance way up there, the manager tried out Lacazette, and ever since that game of Crystal Palace when he came on and scored the equalizer, Lacazette has been considered as a very crucial player to play into that so-called central attacking midfielder, playing as a number 10 in there, but in a more advanced position, because he has all the attributes. He controls the ball. He has a very good short on him. He's not greedy when it comes to scoring goals. He first thinks of really who is best placed in the box to really put that ball at the back of the net. So that is the good thing with Lacazette, that I think the manager tried out to play him behind Aubameyang, and he did very well. Remember last season, Lacazette was leading the line and Aubameyang was playing as a left attacking midfielder, but things changed in there. And as we speak right about now, it's all about Lacazette to play as a central attacking midfielder into that midfield of Arsenal. So we expect him to play that position. However, much in the game of Newcastle, he never started. The coach started Martin Odegaard into that position, but we expect him to come because he was rested, and I think he was prepared to play this game of football in there. Lacazette he scores at Manchester United. I remember he has scored a couple of goals against United, but we wait and see. Will he make the same thing when United has changed its manager and Michael Carrick is under, or is doing the caretaking job for the very last time because Rangnick is already in Old Trafford or in Manchester? So we wait and see what will happen in there against Lacazette. Now we go to one of the sensitive positions in there that very many people are really going to talk about. It's the right attacking midfielder in there. Remember, Bukayo Saka, who scored a goal against a side which goes by the names of Newcastle. He scored his first goal, the first goal that gave Arsenal a lead, and he never played the entire minute, sadly. He was taken off the pitch, and guess what happened? Martinelli came on and he played very well and scored a goal. So people will say that Pepe should be playing in there, but we think Pepe is not really going to start, and we are giving him a very big X as you see it on the screen. We are crossing him out because we expect him not to start, and we expect the manager to reward the young Brazilian who won the Olympics with the Brazilian national team and came on in the game of Newcastle and scored and gave Arsenal what we call flexibility and a rest. Goes by the name of Gabriel Martinelli is expected to start off the right attacking midfield of Arsenal in there. We expect him to be into that position in there. That is Gabriel Martinelli in there. We go to the left attacking midfielder, no question mark. He is known. He has made his statement in the previous 6-7 games in the Premier League. He goes by names of Emery Smith-Rowe. Is going to play into that position of a team which goes by names of Arsenal as they take on Manchester United. And Pepe, don't expect him to start. Don't expect him to start. But Emery Smith-Rowe and Gabriel Martinelli, as usual, they are really going to start in this game. That's what I really think. I don't know what the game plan of Arteta is, but I think in the absentia of Bukayo Saka, Martinelli deserves a reward of scoring that goal against Newcastle, and that reward should be giving him a start against Manchester United because he's good. He's talented. I love him. He's one of those young talented boys that are really doing great at a team which goes by names of Arsenal, but it looks like the manager is not trusting him and does not give him enough playing time. Something that I think should change at Arsenal. Martinelli should be given playing time. We go to the centre forward. Obviously, he is the captain of the team, who is missing goals and failing to score goals for a team which goes by names of Arsenal, and that is Emerick Aubameyang is the captain of a team which goes by names of Arsenal, and we expect him to start as a centre forward for a team which goes by names of Arsenal when they are being hosted by Manchester United at Old Trafford. So that is the predicted lineup of Arsenal versus Manchester United, and now let's go to that version that most of you like, where you see the entire pitch very well, and these players are really going to be demarcated into their positions very well. Let's go in there. This is Rokani Football Podcast. Let's go to that pitch. All right, there you go.